And we have seen another spectacular quarterfinal, but we're into the semis now, and semi 1 sees two former champs here at stop number 7 fighting it out for a place in the final. Adrian Buchan and Kelly Slater. It's a rematch of the 2013 final. Ronnie Blakey with Ross Williams. An epic showdown between two former winners here. Adrian Buchan getting a quick start.
Yeah, and so here's what an 8.17 looks like, right? Perfect smooth ride for Ace Buchan, and I like the scale's been set to where, you know, some room to wiggle for the boys, because we just saw pretty much a 12 go down from Julian Wilson. Absolutely the best barrel we've seen so far in this event. And, you know, I definitely want to give props real quick as we see this ride from Ace to Kieran Peril. He absolutely picked the eyes out of this forecast. Behind him, Kelly Slater getting a little greedy, super deep, and spat out. So huge score about to drop for Kelly. And that's the difference you need. If you're going to beat your opponent, you need to get as deep as possible. Kelly, how is this form he is bringing into heat in and heat out?
He's the boss out there today, and it's going to take something spectacular to beat him. As Slater puts away a 9.63 on his first wave, getting the better of Buchan on the opening exchange.
Well, here's the thing. In the last year and a half, Kelly's been
7. During the break, he had this wave. Let's see if it's enough to get him into the lead.
Oh, Kelly realizing he has a 9.63, so trying to find a backup score here. And Kelly's been putting together some really solid rail work, hasn't he, after he's coming out of these barrels. This is just an okay barrel, medium-sized wave, maybe even a little bit of a smaller wave for today. Stepping on the brakes, there's all that body work inside the barrel. So right there, you're looking at a very modest score, and just a little added measure with that smooth cutback.
And he has right away out there. And he's got a good-looking wall in front of him. Nice barrel. It explodes him out onto the open face. And he goes to the rail, lets go of a nice carve. Just under 16 minutes remaining.
To really maximize this score, he's a little bit on the shoulder. So right there, he's trying to stall. But again, it's tough to stall on your forehand. That wave is trying its best just to shoot you down to the channel. So it's going to keep that score very modest. You can see some of the guys on our forehand are able to drag both hands. You don't see Ace do that very often. So the real mistake for him was not taking off as deep as possible. Pretty clean out there.
Well, Slater using his supremacy at the takeoff zone. And it's a failed attempt at getting another decent score on the board. Better of Adrian with the single highest scoring wave of this semi-final so far. But here goes Buchan. A nice tube there, but just gets a slap to the face from the lip on the way out. He can't hang on.
That is a rarity right there. His 7.8, I didn't think it was going to go that high, so it was definitely in the ballpark. It may have been, because it was a clean little barrel and he was a bit deeper, but just a little uncareful there.
When he's laid down that rail out on the open face as well. Here he goes again. Live action now. Buchan deep, right where he wants to be, but this wave just not holding open. That wind may be having a bit of an effect on the conditions at the moment. Looks like a keg. This one's starting to lurch up, and Slater grabs the rail and tucks in. It's going to puff. He's going to take a low road and set up a big backside jam. Solid maneuver from Slater that's going to collect some numbers. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go.
No longer is he going to be searching for a sneaky insider. So a pretty good barrel there. Again, great excitement added from Kelly with that fade after the barrel. That's that commitment that Kelly has. He never kind of just chills and rests on his laurels. He always goes for that every single little ounce he can squeeze out of a score. Watch the fade right here. Wipes off the speed, and that allows him to hit that section vertically. Had he just kind of cruised out to the shoulder, it would have been a really kind of a boring cutback. But instead, you know, I really think this turn is going to help make this score. And that was one of the stronger carves we've seen this afternoon.
So Ace could get a 10 here. He'd still need another wave. It's a nice looking barrel that he finds himself inside. He will get the exit. But at this point in time, it's just an enjoyable view and an exciting way to finish what has been a great contest for the Australian.
Very solid. And